So the next thing that we're going to take a look at is the body paragraphs. And same thing, I'm going to read through a few of them, just show you what each person did well, and then you can take a look at your own. So this first one says, finally, Atticus also protects innocent people. So right at the beginning, it gives me a nice transition word, finally, and then it gives me a reason why it makes sense for Atticus to defend Tom, because he protects innocent people. Now it's going to go and give me evidence. One quote from To Kill a Mockingbird is, "Your father's right," she said. "Mockingbirds don't do one thing but make music for us to enjoy. That's why it's a sin to kill a mockingbird." This quote relates to Tom because he did nothing wrong, which is probably why Atticus took the case. Tom is innocent. So what this person did really well, and what a lot of you did not do, is after the quote, they clearly explained how that quote shows that Atticus should defend Tom. Next example says, another quote is, "Atticus shook his head at me again, but he's gone and drowned his dinner in syrup," I protested. "When Walter came over for dinner, Scout made fun of him for pouring syrup all over his dinner. Atticus yelled at Scout because he knows it was not right for Scout to make fun of Walter, and Walter's family does not have much money." So they explain the quote, and it says, so he was protecting him because he was innocent. Now, this paragraph could have actually been slightly better if this person had gone on after this sentence and then explained how that shows why Atticus should have defended Tom Robinson, because Tom is also innocent. So what we have here is we have reason, we have evidence, and that evidence is explained, and it's best when the evidence is explained by saying how it shows that Atticus should defend Tom. So in your body paragraphs, here's another body paragraph. In this body paragraph, it says, Atticus choosing to defend Tom Robinson makes sense because his character is the type of person that would. So it gives us the reason. He should defend Tom because he's just the type of person who would. Then it's going to give us evidence. It says, the text says, before I can live with other folks, I've got to live with myself. The one thing that doesn't abide by majority rule is a person's conscience. This reveals that Atticus uses the golden rule and would want someone to stand up for them. If others didn't defend Tom Robinson, he would see himself as a cruel, racist human being who treats others unfairly. Since Atticus follows the golden rule, he is fair and caring. The text also says, I do my best to love everybody. I'm hard put sometimes. This shows that Atticus does his best to treat everybody with the same amount of respect he would want to be treated with. Atticus is a person who believes that everyone should be treated fairly and that he's a person who follows the golden rule no matter what color of the skin or what religion they believe in. So again, this one is giving us clear details and then explaining how it shows why it makes sense for Atticus to defend Tom Robinson. So when you take a look at your body paragraph, you need to ask yourself, first of all, how many body paragraphs did you do? The essays that were really good had 2 to 3 body paragraphs, and each body paragraph had 2 to 3 pieces of evidence. Usually quotes are best. So first of all, how many did you do? Did you do 2? Did you do 1 big giant essay with no paragraphs, or just 1 paragraph? Did you split it up? And each paragraph should probably be a reason why it either does or does not make sense for Atticus to defend Tom. So then in each paragraph, you should have an introductory sentence, a reason why it does or doesn't make sense for Atticus to defend Tom. And then you should have each piece of evidence introduced and explained. And number 4 says explanations explain how the evidence shows that it does or doesn't make sense for Atticus to defend Tom. And that's really important. So you need to keep coming back to that idea of why this evidence shows that it makes sense for Atticus to defend Tom. A lot of you did not do that part in your essays. And lastly, you should have a concluding sentence. One of the paragraphs that I just showed you didn't have a concluding sentence. Some of you definitely skipped your concluding sentences. So we're going to pause on this part of the video right here on this screen, and you can take a look at your paragraphs, make yourself some notes, see if there's things you should change, and then we'll come back to talk about counterclaim.